Oh my gosh, there's been a spider, oh, sorry, there's a spider web on my car every morning, and I even went through the car wash and everything, and it was like, it came back and I was like, this spider can survive anything, but I've never seen the spider. I've only seen the spider web. The spider's here. Good afternoon. It's Tuesday. Making lunch, some chicken stir fry with rice, and I have to work on my presentation because we're doing like a rough run of it tomorrow. But tonight we're gonna go see, it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's like book release Q&A event in Oakland. So my dad, my sister, and I are going to that, and yeah, so we're pretty excited to see what the event is like, and I think they're giving us his book. All ready to head. Wearing my UCLA gear. Arriba ya.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The California Association formally acknowledges and extends its deepest appreciation and respect to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for his extraordinary legacy of leadership, service, and courage in the pursuit of justice and opportunity for all. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hands this 13th day of May 2025.
So thank you for the award, and I hope my example has been worth looking at.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So vocal bio.
Good morning. I feel like I barely vlogged yesterday, but yesterday was Wednesday. We had UCSF classes like always. We had our like practice presentation, and we were very like rushed trying to work on our slides this week because we thought we were going to present with the second group, which presents in a couple of weeks, and turns out we weren't. And so we were like, well, we put together our slides, and I was like, okay, this actually like there's something here. We had not practiced at all though, and then they told us that it was basically all wrong. Well, it wasn't all wrong, it was just like formatted more like research presentation when it should have been a pitch. So we'll have to fix that, but now we have until like June, or the first week of June, to get that all done because we have our like final presentation June 6th. And then after, well, we left class early to go to the other UCSF campus because a medical student who's part of our group was doing had like a presentation there, and so took the shuttle over there, watched him and a couple other people present, and then got to talk to him and our sponsor, this the research fellow in our group, for a little bit, which was nice, and got to show him some of the stuff we were working on. And after that we stayed around there because they have, on that campus, they have more food, and we've gone there a few times, and we passed by the Jamba Juice, and as you guys know, I've been looking for acai bowls, and what started my love for acai bowls was the acai bowl from Jamba Juice. Like, that's the only place I knew that had acai bowls, and it's been a long time since I've had one from there, so we got one from there. It was good, of course, like not as like fresh as some of the other ones we've had, but I still like the taste, and I added peanut butter drizzle on top, which was nice. And then came back, had our last two classes, and went home. I'll insert a clip. My teammate just came back from New Orleans. She went for a conference, and so she brought us back some sweets, which I'll insert the clip of those there. And yeah, so it's Thursday, heading out to Mass. gotta work on a report still because that draft is due on Friday, and we have one other assignment due on Friday, and graduation is on Friday, and I'm also going to the back mass at Newman at Berkeley on Friday. So Friday's a busy day. I have to be there like in SF at 10, which means I have to leave home at like 8ish because you're taking BART there to avoid the parking situation. So exciting, but also gonna be exhausting. Oh my gosh, there's been a spider web this whole time. Oh, sorry, there's a spider web on my car every morning, and I even went through the car wash and everything, and it was like, it came back, and I was like, this spider can survive anything. But I've never seen the spider. I've only seen the spider web. The spider's here. I forgot to mention, I think last week or last week I mentioned that I was like on the last season of Baby Daddy. I finished it. Yay. I like the show. I had watched, I think I mentioned before, like with a lot of these shows that I've been watching, I had started them like whenever they came out, but then just never kept up with them. So I'm glad I got like into it. I liked it. I got confused about the L thing at the end, like they finally find each other and that's it. Like, I don't know if the show, like I don't remember when the show ended and if it was like meant to end or if it got canceled or something. So maybe that they wanted to do more with that. But overall, I think I enjoyed it. Overall I enjoyed it, and I'll potentially start in Good Trouble, or I'll find a different show. I want to watch Young and Hungry, but I don't know that it's on any platform for free. But let me know if there's something I should watch. Okay, so I made my tacos and I was like all over the place. So I fear they're not good. Well, okay, I was supposed to try the chicken and there's definitely not enough chicken, and then I don't know that I, like, one of them, there was like 2 pieces. One of them was really soft, the other one wasn't. So I tried to keep boiling it, but I don't know that worked. The beans should be good because those were I just had to heat them. And I mean, the veggies are fine. I just hope the chicken tastes good. I tried to season it. And then I added a little bit of sour cream because I can't really have dairy. In theory, it's good, but I don't know. And that Safeway have to get me more chicken because it wasn't enough. But I finished one section of my report. I just have the conclusion to do, and then I have to do the other segment. Hi, good morning. It's Saturday morning, day after my first graduation day. So yeah, graduation was really nice. I had to get up super early. Well, yeah, I got up at like 6:15 yesterday because we had to leave the house at 8 a.m. to make it there by like 9:30-ish. I had to check in around 10. So we took BART, and when I got to the BART station, the gate agent, like obviously I was dressed in my regalia, and he was like, "Are you graduating? Where are you graduating from?" And I told him UCSF, and he was like, "Oh, I'll give you a free ride, and then so you give me a free round trip." I technically get free transit. Well, like I pay at the beginning of the quarter, and we get like transit, like free transit anywhere. So I had it for free technically, but it was still very sweet. And we just used it for my sister. But yeah, so that was really nice. Everyone like that I would run into on BART or like walking around San Francisco would be like, "Congratulations." Our graduation was like near City Hall at the theater. So that was cool. It's like a bit of a smaller group. It's just like the master students and the PhDs. And yeah, so it was nice. A little bit disorganized in some parts, but well, there was one part that like they're supposed to confer our degrees, I believe, and they said Masters in Science and something else, and we're not Masters of Science, we're Masters of Translational Medicine, like it's a specific professional degree. And so when they said stand up, we were like, I don't think that's us, like we're not Masters of Science. And then some of us were like, do we stand up? And then there was the man like who's working like the vet, we could tell that he was like kind of looking at us and was like trying to talk to somebody else, be like, are they supposed to stand or not? But then at the end, they were like, and, conferred the, I don't know what the whole statement that they did was. And it was like, you're now Masters of Science. And we were like, okay, like, yeah, we didn't have to stand. We're not Master of Science. And at the end, they were like, oh, we made a mistake. We skipped over a group. So then they had to do it again. And they were like, Master of Translational Medicine, can you guys stand up? And so we were apparently supposed to stand that first time, but they didn't tell us that. So yeah, we walked, got hooded. Then they did our pictures and they gave us a like goodie bag. So they gave us this bag that says UCSF Graduate Division, and inside there was this box that says congratulations graduates, some of the alumni information, and with that, this is what came in there. I believe it's a phone holder. Yeah, this little phone holder. Hello? Okay, this little phone holder. This cable cord like organizer. That's cute. And then this pin. And then we just have our program for yesterday. Right there. So then we went to a Peruvian restaurant that we've been meaning to try out. I saw a TikTok of a girl who's Peruvian, who I follow, who was in SF and tried out that restaurant. So we had been meaning to go. We weren't sure if we were gonna go because since we took BART, we were like, we don't have the car to be able to drive over, but it wasn't that far. So we just Ubered there. And the food was pretty good. I got, my sister and I split a pollo a la brasa, like a half of that, and a jalea, which is like deep fried seafood, which is like my like go-to at any Peruvian restaurant because I don't think you can mess up a jalea. And the food was pretty good. The place is kind of small, but overall it was good. They got their food out pretty quick. So yeah, then we came back home, took a brief nap, and then put all my stuff back on and went to Berkeley for their back mass. I've been going to their Newman Center like for mass every week, and I've been to a few events, not as involved as I was at UCLA, but I still thought I should go and say bye to some people who were graduating and see some friends. So I went and it was cute. They had us like light candles and they would read a little like bio, what we majored in and what we're doing next, and then we would light our candle and then we would all stand up there. That's it for this week. And then next week, technically today is the Berkeley Big Commencement, but I'm not going to that. So next week is Berkeley Masters Commencement, and then we'll have our symposium in a few weeks. Oh, also, I'm like, leaving the restaurant, and we're leaving the restaurant, and I'm walking, and something feels weird about my shoes, and they're like these wedges, and like it feels different, like my foot feels looser, and so I was like trying to see if like the buckle thing had come off, and it hadn't, and then I look, and like the strap had just like come off completely, and I was like, uh-oh. And they're my sister's shoes, and she was like, great, you broke my shoes. But my dad glued them back together, and so I think they're fine. But I wore different shoes for the back mass, but I believe they're fine now, so I can wear them to Berkeley commencement. All right, that's all for now, and I'll see you guys later. Oh my gosh, I also forgot to mention that when I walked to the stage, like the person who went before me had already finished walking, so I didn't pay attention to where she had gone, and because I assumed like it's gonna be obvious, and I'm walking and I don't see like anywhere to go, like there's stairs that they're blocked off, and I was like, I can't get to those. I could jump off the stage, doesn't seem right. And so then I'm like looking, and then one of the professors or like this staff members who are on stage was like, and then I realized that there was arrows all around the floor. But then I like said that to some of the other girls in my cohort, and they were like, yeah, they were also really confused. They had no clue where to go. And then when I was coming back, we had to do like we took our pictures and then like walked all the way back around. And I had gone in a different door to get in, and so there was a girl at the first door, and I kind of stopped, and what she said to me was like, you have to go in through this door, like even if you were on the other side, but I couldn't understand her, like I didn't hear her. So I stopped and I was like, oh, the other door? And then she looked at me and I was like, oh, never mind. I was like, I have to go through this door, even if I'm on the other side. And she was like, yeah. I was like, got it. So that's what I mean by, like, could have been a little bit more organized, like, could have told us what we were supposed to be doing. But